But our next guest says he's a lifelong Republican voter. Small business policies are where the Democrats have it right. Joseph Meuse is the founder of Business GPS, a small business consultancy company in California, and is kind enough to join us now live. Thank you so much for your time.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Talk to us about why you think small business needs a lot more government help at the moment.
Well, I think government is really built for situations like this. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, I think in times of national emergency, you expect the government or seek the government to step in. Now, sometimes that's with military protection, but this is another emergency just in a different form. So I don't know how people in this country could be against the idea of the government helping to provide a safety net and support for people and their jobs, their families.
What's it been like to I guess, run a small business under the Trump administration? Obviously, he points towards what he calls the China flu, destroying these things this year for so many businesses, as is the case here in Australia as well. But talk to us about what it's like for the rest of those 3 to 4 years of a Trump presidency running a business in the United States.
Well, I think for a lot of business owners, when he first came in, there was the expectation that things were going to be easier, less red tape. You know, the stereotypical Republicans are going to come in and make it better from a business owner's perspective. And in general, I think there was that feel, or at least the economy seemed to move along. More people became employed, the unemployment rate went down. Everything was felt okay, and people, generally speaking, vote with their pocketbook.
Yeah.
In the last 6 months, the lack of having a comprehensive plan economically has really caused a lot of damage. So, as a business owner, while the government did come out with programs, they weren't fully executed. They weren't funded the way that they should have been. They ran out of money in September, October timeframe. So it just hasn't been a good execution over the last 6 months, and that's led to uncertainty. And if you're uncertain as a business owner, you're not hiring, you're not spending money, you're keeping that money to yourself until
Yeah.
until you get some clarity from the government. And that's what this election, I think, is going to provide. Listen, one way or another, one party is going to be in charge. It looks like it's going to be Biden. And if I tell you, the big news here is if the Democrats win the Senate, then the Democrats control everything. And I feel like you're going to see a lot of stimulus programs passed for individuals as well as businesses.
The belief has been that the Republicans are better for the economy, and certainly the rocket that Donald Trump has put under the US economy by cutting corporate tax by a huge amount in recent years as well, did so much. Are you concerned that Joe Biden's mob will actually put taxes up when they come in, given that the US economy, as we know, owes so much money?
I don't know how you could be Trump or Biden or anybody else as the president and or anybody in this country and not believe you're going to have an increase in taxes. We owe so much money. Taxes are going to go up. I think what everybody's focused on now, and or as a business owner should be focused on, is how am I going to stay in business? How am I going to move forward? Because once these businesses close down, it's not like if funding it comes in later in February or March, we can just reopen again. So I think the key really is keeping the businesses open, keeping people employed. You know, 2 out of every 3 new employees hired in this country come from small businesses. So to me, small businesses truly are the foundation of where this country goes economically.
Very much so. Joseph, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us at Ticker Today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.